Yo, say what's up.
What's good?
If you're just always comfortable, you might just stay at the same level.
I'm just grateful for everything, man, but that's what this video is about. We want to talk about is how I got there, the process of just getting here.
Comfortability is a drug.
As soon as I hit record, Yo, welcome back to the page. We're on our way to 100 subscribers, so if you see this video, please like and subscribe. All right, so obviously you've seen the title of the video, man. New apartment that you guys seen in the last video. Also, very exciting news that I'm excited to share. We moved because we got a new job. Honestly, man, I'm very grateful and very thankful. With the new job, also got a new whip. Any subscribers are there that you guys have been watching from the first video. We talked about getting a Tesla and we got it, man. And just want to thank God. I'm just grateful for everything, man. But that's what this video is about. We want to talk about is how I got there, the process of just getting here. And, you know, this is for motivation and not, you know, for just to show you guys all the new things, but also just to talk about the process that it took to get there, the mindset shift, the obedience, the prayer, everything that it took to get there, right? And being comfortable, being uncomfortable, and moving into a new space in my life. So, but before we get into the new topics, Twin Bro is here. Yo, say what's up.
What's good?
He's here for the weekend, some more of the weekend, but it's also an exciting weekend because my boy Les's birthday, big 3-0. So, you know, we're gonna enjoy that. We're gonna go out and just have fun with him, but he doesn't know it yet. It's a surprise. So he'll see this after this. So happy birthday, bro. From the last video, you know, obviously we had just moved in, but the bed just came in. So he's about to help me put the bed together. Furniture should be coming soon as well. I'm still looking. The one that I wanted is out of stock. So hopefully they restock it or I'm gonna have to find something else. But let's get into the video. Finally finished, man, testing out the bed. Good? Approved? Yo, so I just went to a new barber. Obviously with the move, I gotta get to somebody new, so let me know what you guys think, man. I feel like I cheated on my barber, but gotta move on. I think we about to take Fred to the mall or something so he can grab something for dinner tonight. They got like earth tone colors or something, some type of specific colors they're trying to wear, so. But yeah, the building also I think is doing a barbecue, so we might just stop by there, grab some food. All right, so we are ready to go to the dinner. Doing a quick fit check. Earth tones. Speak to the people, man.
What's going on, guys? Memorial Day weekend. Came into town just with the twin right here, man. About to go to this dinner, birthday dinner. You know, enjoy ourselves and just we don't get to do this much anymore. So it's every time we get to do it, you know, we gotta enjoy it.
And he's gonna show me how the tricks and the things to the Model 3 since he already got one.
What do you think? Pretty nice.
Let's get into the first point of the video, which is just being able to get over comfortability. A big part of this process for me was being able to leave somewhere where I loved. You know, I love my coworkers and they know who they are, you know, especially Syed and Julian. Like, I was at a group project, you know, I've been there, you know, almost 5 years, right? Just the fear of the unknown, you know, of just like leaving where I was so crippling for me. Like, it was literally sleepless nights where I had to pray. You know, I even got my pastor involved. You know, I talked about it to my brothers, you know, my girl, like everyone around me knew that I had such a big decision I had to make. And it took a lot of prayer, it took a lot of meditation, but at the end of the day, it took just betting on myself, you know. There's a quote that I like that says, you never have to be uncomfortable leaving somewhere that's bad. It's always somewhere that's good, right? You never feel a heavy burden of leaving somewhere unless it's somewhere great. You know, Fred, how, you know, have you had something like that, you know, where you had to leave? Well, Fred's a hopper, so he's good with just hopping. He's hopped like 3 jobs in like 2 years. But like, you know what I'm feeling. You know, you obviously you're my twin, so you knew what I was, you know, what I was feeling. But like, you know, like you have any input, like something like you've gone through like that, and like how'd you get through it?
Being uncomfortable leaving a place, like you said, is only if the place is, you know, a place where you've already experienced a lot of good things, a lot of success, a lot of good people around you. And I felt that, you know, moving from different organizations and at different points in my life, I felt confident. And then by the time it got closer, then I was like, when I had to actually push the button or make the decision, step out and make the decision, then it felt heavy on my spirit. Like you said, you know, sometimes comfortability just breeds
Complacency?
yeah, it breeds complacency. If you're just always comfortable, you might just stay at the same level, you know, whether it be just your income, whether it be your skill level, or whether it be used spiritually. What being uncomfortable does is just it builds your muscles and whatever, or helps you build strength in whatever area that is, whether it be in the gym. Being uncomfortable and doing some, you know, more extraneous workouts helps you build different muscles. Going to a different organization helps you further your career by helping you build skills that you didn't have, and just allowing you just to see more things. And that in itself just helps you with just experiences and things that you never would have achieved if you didn't, you know, go out and take that risk of being uncomfortable.
I think also to add to that is like you got to be able to figure out your worth, you know, because when you get comfortable, then sometimes you forget what you're worth. So like you're comfortable where you are, so you forget that there's something out there and that you've been growing where you are, you know. So it's like you have to be able to figure out what your worth is, you know. So once you figure that out, then you realize, okay, I'm worth this, and maybe I'm not getting that here, or I want to be worth this, so I need to go here to be able to get to where I'm trying to get to. Growth rarely asks you to leave bad things. It asks you to leave good ones. You know, when you're called to level up, sometimes it's not from a place of pain. Sometimes it comes from a place of peace. And you have to have the faith to be able to walk away. Hope you guys can take that and then apply it to your life. All right, so got my boy Tim in here. So, you know, we was talking earlier. Obviously, Tim, you my boy, so you know what's going on, all the changes that have been in my life. But the first point was just talking about how it took me to get there, and it was just talking about getting over comfortability and the process it took me, you know, because I was talking to you about how stressful it was for me to just get over the fact that I love my job, I love the people that I was working with, and I just got comfortable. You know, as I was saying earlier, that sometimes growth doesn't come from turmoil. Sometimes it comes from peace, and then you have to have that faith to be able to take that leap to go. You know, like it's not always that you're leaving a bad situation. Sometimes you're leaving a really good situation, but you're leaving to bet on yourself and go to an even better situation. So your thoughts on that, and if like, you know, how you've been battling that, or if you're battling that now or anything like that.
Yeah, bro. I feel like comfortability is a drug, and like if you get addicted to it, then it could keep you stuck forever. And I think like a lot of people battle with fear, and like fear is what keeps us stuck. So like you gotta assess the areas of your life where you're moving with fear, and then you gotta combat that fear, because if not, you're just gonna stay in the same position. Like even myself, I feel like I battle with this because like there's a lot of stuff I want to do in life. Like I want to move, like travel, but like sometimes I overthink it. But like you can't move like that, or else you're gonna stay stuck in the same position. So
nah, I feel you though. It's rooted in fear. Even like just to piggyback, like me saying I was leaving, and there's people in my job that was just like, oh, like somebody told me, hey man, I envy you. He was like, I envy you because I've kind of been thinking about making that move, but he's just scared. He's made connections there, and he's just scared to make that move. So he was just like, yo, I envy you. And I'm like, bro, you just got to do it, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, but you just got to know, pray, stay prayed up, and then know like you're making the right decision, and you just do it,
facts.
you know? So yeah.
That's why you also got to be careful who you take advice from.
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
People you take advice from, if they're not in the position you want to be in life, then like their advice really is useless.
Exactly.
You could extract the value from it, but unless they're achieving something you want to achieve, or they have some quality you want to achieve in the future, then there's no point in taking that advice. So it's something you got to keep in mind as well.
Yeah. Fred, you want to ask something, or you good?
Good.
Yo, I just got Jack in my swag, bro.
How?
All black. Show them what I got on. Jack in my swag, bro. guys should see out here, man. It looks so nice. All right, we ready? We about to go do Beat the Bomb in DC. This is day 2 of Leslie's day or birthday celebrations. Quick fit check. Hey, don't have a twin, but he's gonna copy your style. What are you doing? Like the baggy Air Forces. I'm slack.
All that they need is just love and affection. They crave for attention, but whoa, they want me to stop, but the more that I rock. I cannot wait. Glory to God, dude.
I'm at 2.
Season 3, bro.
All right, so we just came back from Beat the Bomb. My team was amazing, but I don't know if you've ever done Beat the Bomb, but we got to level 8 and then, yeah, we lost. So we got splashed. That thing got literally all in my face, my mouth, my eyes. Like, it was crazy, but we had fun though, man. Shout out to Leslie, man. This is day 2 of his of his shindig, so there's like 2 more days. Tomorrow, I don't know if I need some recovery, but it's about 11 p.m. at night. But yeah, let's get to topic number 2, which is life is about connections. This opportunity I've been talking about didn't come from me looking for a new job or going on LinkedIn and, you know, looking at opportunities. Honestly, it dropped in my lap. It came from connection that I made previously and I maintained, you know, so that's what I want the takeaway to be from is maintain your connections. You know, we always say make connections, but maintaining those connections, reaching out, you don't even know them anymore or they're not even around you anymore. It's good to keep those relationships going. It can be hard in a work environment. Most of the times, if you're like me, you're there just to do your job, but it's good to also put your best foot forward. You never know when you need these people down the line. This came from someone who knew me and that I worked with previously, and they decided to reach out to me. And I can say proudly that almost everyone that I've worked with at my previous employer has some time down the line tried to recruit me. And that's just come from putting my best foot forward and them knowing like they can stick out their neck and give me an opportunity when they have the chance to do so. You know, despite trying to do this YouTube and things like that, your character won't just open doors for you. It will remind you why you deserve to walk through those doors. Make sure you maintain your connections. Make sure that you put your best foot forward every day when you go into work, when you're going to your community, church, whatever. Like, you never know, the people around you could be the one that could end up blessing you. So definitely make sure that wherever you go, wherever you find yourself, just be your best, the best version of yourself. If you're not where you want to be yet in life, I would recommend focusing less on networking and focusing more on being the person that people trust, that people want to be around, and that people will stick out their neck for. Point number 3, God's timing is perfect. You know, I always used to think I was behind. I was always trying to rush things. As soon as I got out of school, like there's many things that I wanted to do, but I'm glad that I kept the people around me that are still around me. You know, they were able to advise me and just say, hey man, slow down. You don't need to have all these material things right now. You don't need to make these moves right now. Just wait for God's timing. You know, it's easy to get caught up in social media. It's easy to get caught up in everything that we see around us. And for someone like me, it's not even social media. Sometimes it's just your own ambition, your own drive. As humans, there's things that we want to achieve. And if you're like me, you pressure yourself all the time to get goals and to achieve goals and to keep going. But sometimes you have to stay where you are and wait for God's timing, you know, stay prayed up, but then sit and be able to listen to what God is telling you, you know. We try to move so fast, and we pray and we ask God for things, but we don't wait enough to sit and listen to what he has to say. Delay is not denial. God's not yet is usually setting us up for something that we couldn't have even ever imagined. Just make sure that you know that you're not behind. You're right where you're supposed to be at this point in time. This new season didn't hit when I wanted it to. It hit it just right in time when I needed it. And I realized how much trust it needed for me to get here.